HarperCollins presents Waking the Giant, Inside the Rebirth of Aston Villa by Gregg Evans and Matt Marr. Forward by Tyrone Mings. Read by Daryl Foster. Forward by Tyrone Mings. A lot of people say to me I made a smart decision to join Aston Villa because of the great trajectory we had been on. The truth is, I just wanted to play, and Dean Smith and Christian Perslow gave me that opportunity. I was looking to go somewhere where I was really appreciated, and that was the feeling I got, unequivocally, from both Dean and John Terry. I was told that if I joined, I would play the next Saturday and be a big part of what the club were doing. There were big plans to push for promotion. That was it. That was my story. I got to Villa and they were true to their word. I started the next Saturday. Now, if you had offered me what we have had this season, Champions League football, when I first signed on loan more than 6 years ago, I'd have said, I don't know how we're going to do that. It seems like a mad ride, but that's one I'm willing to go on. So much has had to happen to get us into this position. Even some of the negative things, for example, we just had to go through. You need the tough times to realise what you don't want. Periods of uncertainty make the better times even more powerful, and players and managers always come and go. Unai Emery is very, very clear on the thing that doesn't come and go: the fans. We owe them a hell of a lot of respect every time we represent the club, on and off the pitch. Players like myself and John McGinn, who have been here for a long time, know to put the fans first and make sure that we represent the club in the right way. One part of the journey that is not spoken about enough is our survival season in 2019 to 20. So I'm hoping this audiobook, written by Gregg and Matt, who I thank for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts, will explain that story in full. It has been an honour to represent Villa for this period where we have tried to do the best for the club. Every player, probably hundreds since I've been here, has contributed in either a small or big way. I'm just so happy the club is competing at a level that the fans want it to be. I honestly owe the fans so much. I've had some tough times here, but the love and support from those who follow the club is real. The connection we have built over the years is incredible. I don't know what the future holds. As we've already figured out over the last 6 years, it's impossible to predict what is next because this has been a wild journey. I do think the one thing that all fans, and us as players, are craving is a trophy. I hope we can deliver that in the next few years. Introduction: A Night to Remember. Wednesday, 2nd of October 2024 was a night like few others at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Bayern Munich 0 might not have delivered the European Cup, as the same scoreline had when the two clubs met 42 years previously. That previous match remains, without doubt, the greatest moment in the Birmingham club's 150-year history. But for the 40,000 home supporters packed into the famous old ground, a future king among them, and the many thousand more watching around the world, it was an occasion to cherish almost as much. After more than 4 decades, often spent in the wilderness, this felt like the moment their club re-announced itself among the European football's elite, beating a Bayern team who, not even a couple of years before, had appeared to be on a different stratosphere. At the centre of it all stood Unai Emery, the manager who had engineered a stunning turnaround since taking charge less than 2 years previously, at a time when Villa appeared to be at a real risk of being relegated from the Premier League. In his first full season at the helm, the Spaniard had secured qualification for the Champions League, the competition which had replaced the European Cup as a pinnacle of club competition. It was Emery's image which dominated the huge banner draped over the Holt End when the teams emerged onto the pitch. Surrounding the Spaniard on the design were pictures of his players, including the mercurial Colombian striker Tyrone, who had scored a stunning goal which earned Villa their victory. Yet, while it is Emery
Sample complete. Ready to continue?